friends, it's Sarah, and I'm here to show you how to make a sensory bottle. So a sensory bottle is essentially just a water bottle filled with water and a little bit of glue, glitter, and a little bit of food coloring. And these are great for your littles because they are fun to look at, they're visually stimulating, so when they're having those tantrums or those behaviors, you can give them their water bottle and it can help them to calm down. They're customizable, so you can make them whatever color your little loves, and they are cheap and affordable and easy to make. What you're gonna need is a bottle. So I bought these bottles off of Amazon and they've worked great. Or you can go to the store and find a Voss water bottle. I prefer the ones with the thicker caps because it's easier to apply hot glue and glue them shut. You need clear glue. So I prefer Elmer's glue, but you absolutely need to have clear glue to make this work. You're gonna want glitter as well. I like doing a variety, so I like using the chunky glitter as well as some fine glitter to add a little bit of contrast. I also like doing different colors as well, so I'll do purple with silver to add that contrast. So this one is green and gold, and it just helps you to see the colors better and adds a different kind of contrast. The next thing is warm tap water. You want it to be warm because that's going to help to melt the glue and get the glue into the water, but you don't want it to be hot because hot will melt the plastic. And then you're also going to need food coloring. So any food coloring, gel food coloring works great. So the first thing you're going to do is, if you're using this one, you're going to empty the bottle and take the labels off. Once that's happened, you're going to fill your water bottle with a little bit of glue. So we're going to fill it up a little bit. Remember, you can always add more in later if you feel like you need to. And just a reminder, the more glue that you add, the longer it's going to take for that glitter to settle. So the next thing we're going to do is add our glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and use a funnel because I spill everything, so this will just make it easier for me. If you have one, go ahead and try to use it. Take my blue chunky glitter first. And it says to start with about a tablespoon, and I just eyeball it. I don't really look or measure anything, so we'll do that and see how that is. And then I'm also going to add some fine glitter as well. Alright, so we'll see how that looks. You can also add glitter glue if you have that on hand. That would work as well. So then we're going to add our water. And reminder, this is going to be warm tap water. You don't want it to be too hot because it'll melt the plastic. And I'm not going to fill it up all the way because I want to be able to see if I like what we've done so far. So I'll stop about right there. And I'm going to shake it up and see if I like it. Before I shake it up, I'm going to add 1 drop of the food coloring. And this stuff is really strong and potent, so you don't need more than that. See how you like that 1 drop first, and then you can always add more. At this point, I'm just going to shake it and see how it looks. And you're going to want to notice how long the water is, or the glitter is taking to settle. So I'm going to add a little bit more of my fine glitter because I want to have that contrast. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of the silver glitter as well. Before I top it off with water, I'm going to mix it up again just to see if I like how that looks. Alright, I think I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and top it off with water. I slowly added the water. There were some bubbles at the top, so you want to be careful when you add your water. And then I'm going to go ahead and dry out the cap and then dry around the rim so that I can add my hot glue. This part is so important. You want to make sure that you have a hot glue gun and hot glue ready because you do not want your kids to open this and spill it all over the place. That would be a giant mess. So this helps to prevent it from opening up, and you can use a generous amount of glue around the rim of the cap, and then you're just going to screw the cap on. To dry. And that's how you make a sensory bottle. So remember, these are supposed to be used as tools and not toys. So these should be available to your littles when they need them. If they're having a tantrum, if they're having a hard day, they can ask you if they can access their sensory box. And in your sensory box, you can have things like this, you can have things like Play-Doh, but those are supposed to be tools for them to use when they need them. This will be more effective if it's only used during those times of need and not just in their toy box. They're super easy to make, they're quick to make, and they're fun to make if you include your kiddos on the process as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with another self-regulation tool.